Hello, my name is Dawn Straight. I am doing a presentation on organizational behavior and collaborative management. The baby boomers are retiring and the millennials are working in the information age. This paper looks at the modern day environment of the information age. Introduction. As society is changing, so is organizational behavior. Organizational behavior studies the impact that groups, individuals, or structures have on the human behavior within an organization. Technology is changing the business environment, which necessitates a change in human behavior. Golson predicted as early as 1977 that as technology changed, so was organization. There would be a need for new types of managerial, diplomatic, and social skills. Also, there would be new organizational structures needed. Today, the structure is turning more collaborative. Collaborative leadership is a management practice which focuses on leadership working across boundaries instead of the top-down management. Literature review. In the Harvard Business Review, Malinsky gave an example of organizational structures that are becoming more collaborative because of the people of diverse cultures and different nationalities that were being employed in their companies. She did a study on three managers, Marco, Anat, and Sigwu, and they were having problems in their managerial because they were dealing with cross-cultural employees, and they had the mindset, but she said that they lacked one thing, and that was cultural code switching. And she said cultural code switching is the ability to modify behavior in situations to accommodate varying culture norms. Code switching requires far more than the right mindset, information, and motivation. It requires a capacity to manage the psychological challenges that arise when someone tries to translate cultural knowledge into action. What it was is they felt out of their comfort zone because they were used to the subordinates listening to them as their superiors instead of them as a superior having to change to suit the subordinate. However, they knew for the success of the company that they were going to have to change. So they were going to have to become more collaborative. So Marco adapted his European style to the more authoritative style of those from India. Anat blended her Israeli style to be more like the American style, and Siwu changed his Chinese style to fit into his company. Malinsky said the managers fully appreciated the value of code switching. They enjoyed how the outcomes adapted to their personal goals and values. Learning to be effective at cultural code switching is the ability to becoming a truly global leader. Their management style became a more collaborative one. As companies are becoming more collaborative, the structures are changing. At Cristech Interconnect, they built a matrix. The matrix sets goals defining exactly what a successful collaborative employee should be doing, recognizing and rewarding teams, promptly resolving staff issues, modeling collaborative behavior, and assisting others in collaborative work, is what TC said. Theory. A manager cannot walk into a modern office with all the changes in the environment of today and not see a need for a change in the structure of the managerial behavior. This change is a collaborative one. Collaboration is not a nice-to-have organizational philosophy, says Goleman. Goleman said it is an essential ingredient for organizational survival and success. Collaborative management needs to replace the traditional management in today's organization if this generation and the future generations are to succeed. Research approach. The research approach for this paper I studied many articles and statistics, and as I looked at the technological and diversity and the changes that the diversities were causing to the environment, I saw that they were changing to a more collaborative management style. The results is that the articles supported this more collaborative management style. Jarte said the traditional style of top-down management was slowly evolving into a collaborative approach, and the lines were blurring between the superior and the boss and the worker. Also, Goldman said that the supervisors were learning to lean on the intelligence and resourcefulness of their staff members. Most organizations that are taking on collaborative management are forming teams and groups, and this is a great way to learn collaboration. Goldman says that we need to have a collaborative strategy should be centered on a change in individuals and not just on technology. Collaborative leaders communicate within the team and openly share information. They give the teams the time and the resources needed for the job. They also give the teams feedback, and if they need coaching to do their jobs, they give them coaching. Jarte says that believes that the power is the best in a collective team. There is a lot of modern technology for collaboration platforms coming out that is surpassing the technology that came out in the past decade. One interesting technology is Colloquia. It's a machine learning platform that improves productivity and collaboration in the workplace. I thought this was interesting. When a user searches for something on Google, say, how to write a code for a complicated function, Colloquia will overlay web search results with annotations, ratings, and feedback from other employees in your company. Instead of every employee reinventing the wheel when searching for an answer or a piece of knowledge, he or she can benefit from the wisdom of the crowd, understanding from their colleagues which articles and links are helpful, which are a waste of time, etc. And that was written by Posen 2017. There are a lot of other tools out there and things that are being used for collaborative work. Cagwood writes in his article 3 strategies of how executives can use collaborative tools to transform workflow and business performance. The first one, he says, is to embed the technology into the way the work is being performed. By embedding the technology, it becomes a natural part of the job. The second thing Cagwood says is to shape the collaboration behaviors that drive results. The third strategy is to unleash the full power of enterprise talent. Crowdsourcing and social web are included, but more tools are needed. Salesforce.com uses LiveOps Cloud Contact Center to deliver global customer support services. At the close of his article, Cagwood says executives should aim high and pursue the greater gains that come by embedding collaboration into specific processes, incentivizing collaborative behaviors, and thinking more strategically about important technologies. Suggestions for further research. We can look at more of the modern tools that are being used for collaborative work. We can also compare the organizations that are using collaborative management to the ones that are using the more traditional management style and see which ones are being more successful. Conclusion. Technology has greatly changed the environment in the information age. A collaborative environment is creative, innovative, and beneficial to any organization. Change can be difficult, but putting some collaborative techniques in place is a smart business decision that pays dividends for the long haul. Jarte says, does your company have a plan? From the millennials to the fast following generations, the fast-paced innovations require updating skills continually for the workplace. The environmental structure of the modern business is a collaborative one. The net result of technology change for all organizations is a greater requirement for strategic planning. All of us must continually ask the question, what do we have to do now to obtain our objectives for tomorrow? Thank you.